really hope Trump decides, oh, you're going that low? Every fucking subsidy, I'm going to audit all your businesses. Every single one of them. If I find a fucking penny misplaced, you're going to prison. You're never getting another fucking subsidy again, not even close. Oh, you know what I decided? Actually, I do want to keep a division of the EPA open. I don't really want to get rid of the EPA, but bear with me. Let's regulate Elon's companies and see what's going on. Look, we have a branch of the CFPB still working. Why don't we look through Elon's companies and see what's going on? He can bring hell down on you, you dumb, bloated, ketamine high-ass motherfucker.
Yeah, well, I mean, he could go in. He committed so many crimes during Doge.
During Doge!
That Trump could go in and be like, I'm going to clean this up, and I'm so disappointed, and he betrayed me.
Can you believe
we're going to hold him accountable.
Can you believe he cut pediatric cancer research? Do you believe that? These are precious little babies, and they have cancer. He doesn't want to help them. Can you believe that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he could totally wash his hands of the whole Doge project and, prosecute Elon for the crimes that he committed. That would be incredible.
So it's kind of weird, right? Because on the issue of the bill, I know Elon is right for the wrong reasons about the bill. Like, he's trying to kill the bill. I'm with Elon that the bill should get killed. And by the way, in the long run now, I actually don't think the bill is going to get passed. Certainly not as it's made, because they just don't have the support anymore in the Senate, or even if it gets back to the House.
Yeah.
But on the broader picture, so I'm with Elon on the micro picture of kill the bill. But on the broader picture, I am totally on Trump's side. Because the Democrats, like, even if the Democrats get back in power, we want them to prosecute Elon Musk. We want them to bring down the law on his head. Not only are they not going to do that, you got Democrats now like Ro Khanna, who I love, but on this he's just dead wrong. He came out and said, like, we should be like reaching out to Elon and trying to bring him back into the fold. Like, I don't want this fucking criminal. Billionaires are the problem with this country, and he's a fucking criminal, and he committed 1,000 crimes with Doge, like we just talked about. I want him in prison, Ro. I want him in prison. And so I think that with Trump,
our best chance of him getting in prison is
Trump being like, you know what, I've had enough of this sniveling little weasel.
Totally.
What's the matter, Elon? You didn't take the right drug mix today? What's the problem? Little too much ketamine, fella?
Mean, obviously there's no one to actually cheer for. There are outcomes to cheer for. There's no person to cheer for in all of this. But this is going to be, like, to watch this go back and forth. Because Elon is, like, he does put all his chips on, like, he is a massive risk taker. So he's quite foolishly and quite recklessly going, all in against the king. And I think Trump is, it's going to be vicious between the two of these guys.
Think about it, Crystal. I think Trump has really held back to this point. He really has.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the $288 million that Elon Musk gave him. As we've speculated, it was Elon and his tech buddies who set up Trump's scam crypto coin that made him billions of dollars. There are real deep financial incentives and backroom deals, illegal deals, that they made. And so to this point, even with what Trump said here, he was still being nice relative to Trump's standards. Because he was like, he hasn't gone after me personally, and that's nice, but he's being quite unfair to the bill. That's tame for Donald Trump. Remember back before he knew Elon, and he had that amazing banger tweet where he ripped Elon to shreds? And he was like, here's the guy whose ships always explode, coming down on bended knee, asking for more money. I said, no, not for me. I could have told him to kiss my feet. He would have kissed my feet.
Well, here's the thing. So, first of all, Elon does control an important part of the Trump 2.0 coalition. I mean, all these, like, tech billionaire dudes, they're there by and large because of Elon. J.D. Vance is on the ticket, really because of those tech dudes and Elon and whatever. Like, that's the whole reason he's there. So that alliance has been really important for him. I don't know if it's the reason he won the election. I mean, I think he'd have a stronger case if he had won more narrowly, than he did. But
maybe he won because Elon rigged it. Maybe that's his ace up the sleeve. It's
imagine.
I'll tell everybody what I did.
Imagine. Oh my God. But anyway, so they are actually an important part of the coalition. And so he benefits in that way. The other thing he tremendously benefited from was the fact that you had Elon hanging out there as a basically unlimited checkbook to threaten, to punish anyone who stepped down a line in the Republican Party. And that was an incredible force. And then the other piece is obviously Elon controls Twitter. So this,
He's going to make me the most prominent voice on Twitter now because I shit on Trump.
This communications platform that now has become truly the nerve center of the, Republican messaging and propaganda it really is Twitter at this point, Elon controls that. So you've got a lot. I mean, Trump obviously has the upper hand in this dispute. Like you said, he's the president of the United States. He can send Elon to prison. He can pull the plug on all this substance. Like, all that stuff is true. But Elon can also do some damage here, which is why Trump had held back to this point.
You know, but the other thing is, like, Elon's position now relative to where he was like 2 years ago is so night and day different.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a time when he had over a 60% approval rating in this country.
Oh, yeah.
Now he's got a lower approval rating than Joe Biden. He's got like a 30% approval rate, something preposterously
way
small.
lower than Trump.
Yeah, of course. And his businesses are cooked. Tesla's cooked.
And
SpaceX just had 3 ships in a row blow up.
Well, SpaceX is, wholly dependent, effectively, on the largesse of the federal government.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
And a lot of the tariff policy has centered around, like, coercing other countries to adopt Starlink. Obviously, that's gonna be gone when Starlink is part of SpaceX. And so, yeah, if you are losing all of your federal government contracts, and part of what Elon was pissed about too was a couple things. He's pissed about these EV subsidies. He's pissed about them pulling his NASA administrator that he wanted.
That's right. That's the other thing.
Who was tied in with SpaceX. And then
Trump pulled that guy, and Elon was pissed about it.
Yes, exactly.
It was an Elon lackey to be the head of NASA. Trump pulled him. Elon's pissed.
Yeah. So those were, two of the major things that Elon was already pissed about, and so that's what helped to lead to this fallout. But the other one is all the money that was being given and all the prominence being given to Sam Altman and OpenAI.
That's right.
There was a big fallout in the Middle East. Elon, when he tried to sink that deal, and that was part of the big breakup, was he wants to be at the forefront of the AI race, and the Trump administration has been partnering actually more with Sam Altman. But but I don't know how much data he was able to suck out of the federal government to feed his own AI system to give him something, some potential of winning that AI race as well.
I'm sure he got everybody's data. I have no doubt that Elon got everybody's data. But
yeah.
Trump,
and he and Steele are close allies too.
Trump, I need you to do this. I need you to investigate Elon. Literally every single penny that Doge cut is wildly illegal. Wildly illegal. Congress has the power of the purse. Congress passes something, the president signs it. That's the money that gets spent. That's the end of the conversation. You had the world's richest man go in on the back end and just delete whatever programs he wanted to delete on a fucking whim. Every penny of that is incredibly illegal. Don't take my word for it. All the courts are already saying that. You have to go after him. You have to go after him. Bring this man down. Show him you never mess with the big guy. Come on, I need to see this. I want it so bad.
Even if Trump didn't want to investigate Doge, there were already so many investigations that were open into Elon's companies,
and that's partly why he did Doge.
Kill
all those agencies.
Exactly right. Department of Labor, EPA. There was so much there already. You got plenty to work with. You can do whatever you want. You can pick any one of them.
All of his vaporware. He's like Theranos. He's like the woman who did Theranos.
Yeah, Doge is probably the most target-rich environment, though, in terms of potential, actual criminal charges.
But Trump is also implicated in that, though, so we might stay away from that.
Maybe, but he could say, I had no idea this was going on.
And he would get away with it because he's Trump. They'd just be like, I guess he had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. And I do think it's true that Trump didn't really know all the details of what was going on there, so he does.
There was reporting to that effect.
Yeah.
That all of Trump's cabinet heads would be like, you did what?
Yeah, exactly.
I've run this cabinet. You didn't even fucking run this shit by me. So Elon was stepping on toes. So look,
it's gonna be fun.
His ego's too big and he's too much of a narcissist. And normally when I say that, I'm talking about Trump. In this case, I'm talking about Elon. That you don't know the fire that you're playing with. Because even if Elon came out and said, I stole the election for Trump, Trump would just be like, no, he didn't. Look at the wild lies he's telling. He belongs in prison.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Trump always finds a way to wiggle out of whatever the fuck it is. And Elon never wiggles out because he's so unlikable.
Right. Well, and Elon going for the jugular with, I am the reason you won. You would have lost with that. There is nothing.
Trump is seething.
Aggressive that you could say, more inflammatory or escalatory than you could say to Trump than those words.
I wonder what he's going to do now. I really wonder what he's going to do now. I'm excited.